Well, they took out some unneeded trash.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 2, episode 8 of Star. We started right off. Carlotta, what church you go to, girl? What church do you go to? I need to sign up. Carlotta and Maurice was in there carrying on, getting down. And he had the nerve to say, aren't you a church-going woman? She told him, we ain't in church, honey, and jumped right up on the meat, honey. I said, girl, what church do you go to? A mess, but they was in there getting down. I said, okay. Cotton and Star run into each other down in the kitchen. Cotton easing in the door. And Star noticed this really bad bruise on her arm. Looked like he bit her. I was like, Charles, you dating Vince? What was going on, honey? But still, this real bad bruise on her arm. And Star was like, what is going on? She said, dude, Omari be beating you. Well, first she thought it was actually, what's her little Elliot? And she's like, no, it's not Elliot. It's Omari, the guy that she was dealing with in jail. And she's like, he beat you? Because we can go do him. She's like, no. It's, you know, we go in, we go hard. And it's good. And she's like, you freaky girl. And she's like, girl, it's good. It's really good. I'm like, Cotton, girl, what is you getting into? So down, there was this whole, they had to do this radio interview. All of the Midtown artists. And they did a radio interview with the Brat. And Simone actually showed up jumping out of Ayana's car. And so it's out there now, you know, that Ayana has her. Ayana's her foster mother and all of that. Carlotta naturally was pissed off and was like, this is shady. I told her to stay away from y'all. And it's just shady. Well, Simone got all fancy with Carlotta and told her, you know, were you jealous or something because she could do what y'all couldn't do? I was just rotten in there. And y'all just, you know, they're like, we had a plan. We had a plan to get you, honey, Simone. I was like, girl, she was real nasty to them. Like, really, like, yeah, well, whatever, to all of them. Alex, Star, and Carlotta. I was like, don't do that. That's going to come back to bite you in your ass. That is going to come back to bite you in your ass. And later on, we actually see her, you know, she's steady popping pills. She's popping these damn Xanax and carrying on. A mess. Carlotta yanked her ass up and made her take a piss test right in front of her. And nothing came up because, again, it's Xanax. It's an antidepressant and she's taking alcohol, but it come on a P test as negative. So I'm like, something's going to happen to her. I'm just waiting to say something's going to happen to her. She is her mother's child, honey. She's a little junkie. She really is. She's a little junkie with a bad attitude. I said, girl, it's going to be a mess. This ain't going to, you need to slow your roll. I'm telling you, you need to slow down. Shit going to blow up in your face. So, anyway, they go in, they do the interview, and it's kind of like a real little catty interview. All of them are basically saying, I'm going to win the showcase. No, I'm going to win the showcase. This, that, thing, and the other. And while they're actually there, they didn't know it, but Ayana had done set it up where Noah and Alex, their single, dropped during that interview. So, it just created even more tension. So, of course, her group is, well, Star's pissed. Alex didn't really like it because nobody told her. And she's like, you know, saying to Noah, did you know? He's like, I did not know. But I mean, it's a good thing, you know, right? And they have their little thing. And she told him, listen, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't want to be involved in this single. I just don't like none of this, you know. And then she also had some words earlier with Derek about him, because the single was playing. He gonna say, I don't need to hear you and that dude singing in our bedroom either. I'm like, child, why is everybody acting like, stop it. This is like professional stuff. Like, quit it. But whatever. So that all went on. Star and Alex had a couple of words. I'm like, oh, this is getting ugly. Getting ugly. I said, if this ain't Carlotta and Mary all over again, but whatever. So then Carlotta ran up on Ayana. And they had it out about the whole thing with Simone. And Ayana told her that she needed to get, she said, girl, you can't even get your life together. Let's alone trying to get somebody else's life together. First thing you need to do is try to do something with them clothes. You look a damn mess. I was like, oh, God. So Miss Bruce ended up telling Carlotta, well, girl, you know, you ain't going down to the church, honey. You do need to do a little something. And her wig was actually nice this week. That red wig she had on was pretty nice. But her clothes always looked like she'd be down to the Marshalls picking up ensembles. So, but I was like, wow, that hurt, honey. So through all of that, they're doing these rehearsals and they're not getting along. Hail then told his boys to make themselves stand out, they need to play dirty. He's going to work on getting some money to have them really stand out when it comes to what they're wearing and stuff for the showcase. Because they're all going to do this number together. So it's this whole outshine each other instead of working together as a Midtown, like We Are the World type of situation. They got a competition thing going on. Hail tells them to go play dirty to get in everybody's head. So his nephew basically goes after Simone and her high ass. He goes up to her. He's seen her getting high, seen her crushing up the pills, and ends up telling her later on, you know, I've been down that road. That's not a good road. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Don't all junkies know what they're doing right before they OD and die? They all know what they're doing. So you keep on going, girl. But anyway, and then the other one, he goes right after Noah, basically telling Noah that he's washed up. And I said, they're going to end up fighting. If they don't stop, they're going to end up fighting. So this is the game that they're playing. I said, oh, boy. Then Hail's sitting there, and Brody rolls up on Hail. Brody rolls up on him and goes to telling him basically what his whole involvement with Arlene was. And the whole stuff about Star and her being beat by his nephew and all of that. And Hail gonna say to Brody, you want a drink? He gonna say, yeah. He took a beer bottle and clacked him in his nose and knocked him out. And I guess after that, they kind of got it together and they dealt with each other. But they had this little plan. So Hail goes down to see Arlene and tells Arlene, because she was supposed to give him $250,000 is what she was supposed to give Brody to get the stuff off of Star's phone. Hail goes down and tells her, ain't nobody think about no damn Brody. I done bashed Brody's ass, and I ain't think about him. But we could do what we can do. You give me $500,000, and I'll make him go away, and I'll get you what you need for $500,000. And she said, I got the phone. You know, I took it off of him. I bashed him and took it off of him. She told him, you meet me tomorrow. Baby, when I tell you, I said they got rid of some unwanted trash. He goes and meets. Hail goes and meets with Arlene. She brings the thing with the bag with the cash. Got the $500,000 in it. Gives her the phone. She's standing there with the phone. And said, you know, it's your fault that your son got killed. Because you sent those people there to kill me. Now, what are you going to do about Brody? That's what she told him. She said, well, what you going to do about Brody? Because that's the different part of the plan. The plan been changed. You got the money. Now, I need you to go kill Brody. Because I want him gone. You know how Arlene is. Baby, he was like, really? Brody come walking out from the shadows, honey, and Arlene looked over at him, and he rolled up on her, grabbed her up by her throat. I said, "Oh, that damn Brody!" You know, Brody was pissed off about the shit. He's a dirty dog, but he really did feel some kind of way about that goddamn son of hers beating on his baby like that. He felt some kind of way. I understand. He grabbed Arlene up by her motherfucking neck. And then I'm looking, and Hayil is looking at Brody like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. When I tell you, that fucking Brody shanked the shit out of Arlene. He shanked the shit. I'm talking old 70s blaxploitation style shanking. He grabbed her by her neck, pushed that bitch against the wall, and gave her. I said, oh, he fucked her up. He fucked her up. I said, that bitch slumped on over. I said, I needed trash. Arlene, girl. Fucked her up. So that's it for Arlene. He ended up going and I think he took the money to pay off his debts that he had in Vegas. He gave the rest of the money to Star, along with her phone, told her he was sorry about everything, told her you were right about me, I'm a dirty dog, and I did come here for this, that, thing, and the other, and told her, but you ain't got to worry about it. Arlene ain't never going to bother you no more. And, you know, she's treacherous like him, so I know she knew what he meant. He shanked the shit out of her. I was so here for it. You should see Hayil's face, though. He was like, wait a minute, we didn't say we was going to kill the bitch. I said, well, it's too late. That bitch is slumped over there, bloody pulp, honey. I said, oh, damn. But that was that. And the last thing you actually saw of Star, she was actually singing a duet. She's singing that I Can't Unlove You, the Unlove You song. That was Mary's little song. She was singing it as a duet with her mother. They had the mother, you know, her mother's ghost. They're singing it. It was good. They were singing the shit out of it. Because the mother's bad. The mother, everybody's better than damn Star. I mean, I like Star. She's cool as far as her singing. But the mother, the girl that plays Mary, that bitch sings down. And of course, you all know I think that Alex is better than her. Anyway, because they did the whole performance. Shout out Alex and that Noah. Alex had her hair bone straight and it was long. Sharp. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Star. She's a mess. Anyway. So, let's see. Let's go back to what's going on with the rest of the folks. So, Elliot and Cotton were actually in the office. He was showing her the plans for a building. And she was saying, wow, she said, this place is really, really nice. Whose place is this? So right before before he answered her, this guy come in, he all drunk and shit. He gonna roll in and say, I'm tired of playing with you Chinamen. I want my check and I want it right now. I'm like, who comes in acting like that? Child, Star took a crowbar and got said, I'm sick of your shit. And rolled up on the guy. He's like, woo, woo. He went running out of there. Then she gonna come back and say, and get herself back together. I said, go ahead, you sharp bitch. Got herself together. She gonna say, yeah, you really do know how to handle the men. She gonna say, yeah, okay. And she put the little crowbar down and he told her, he said, this house that I was showing you, that's our house. That's where me and you gonna be living. We're gonna build that, and that's where we're gonna be living. Then he asked her to marry him. Now, you know, I don't like that Elliot because of all the shit he did. Like, if you really like her, you like her. But you a trick. At heart, you're a trick. And it is what it is. But, damn, he make it hard, child, not to say, girl, this is the best thing for you. So I think she's taken on to that it really is the best thing for her. Well, last thing we end up seeing with them two, you know, they rolling. Everything's good. Everything's gravy, and the next thing you know, we see that damn Omari show up to Elliot was actually dropping Cotton off at home. Omari shows up and he's like, girl, you can't say no to me, this, that, thing, and the other, and all of this. And she's like, oh, and he was limping and shit where he didn't got shot. I don't know why he ain't had enough. But she told him, she said, you know what, I can say no to you. I'm done with this. I don't have this to do. You know, he gonna say, I ain't think about you, girl. You can't get rid of me. He turned around, he walked away, limped away, gimped on off. And then she turns around to Elliot and she said, Elliot, I'm sorry. She said, but don't even worry about it. He protected me when I was in the pen. You know, and Elliot gonna say, no. She's like, but everything's cool, baby. It's cool. He gonna say, no, you can't keep hurting me like this. I said, Elliot, fucker. Because had you not done what you did, she wouldn't even been in the pen. You are the one who turned her over to be even dealing with him, you stupid ass. But he went and ran on off. I saw, fuck him, Cotton. Now he getting on my damn nerves. Next time, let the drunk man beat his ass. Damn mess. But Amari, I think we ain't seen the last of him. He gonna make Carlotta have to pistol whip him next. He already limping. She just shot him in his pinky toe, and he's still acting foolish. Anyway, goes on. Like I said, they show where Midtown, they pulled the little number together because Maurice rolled up on all the acts and told them, y'all acting stupid. Y'all ain't even really paying attention to what's really going on here. If this showcase don't go off, ain't going to be no Midtown Records. It's being sold, and all of y'all going to be ass out. Baby, when they heard that, they got to looking around, and they was like, okay, y'all, let's get this shit together. So they all got it together, and they cool. Alex and Noah had another conversation. He told her he was sorry, this, that, and the other. She going to tell him, that's fine. Do not kiss me again. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't kiss me again. I said, child, kiss her again. Go ahead. This time, lick her. I like Derek, but it's time for him to go. Yeah. That was that. So, that's the last thing we saw. Next week is the finale for the season. So, I guess we're going to get to the whole competition, hopefully. But I got my goddamn good eye on Simone. I think something bad is going to happen to Simone. I really do. I think something will happen to her. I don't think she's going to die, but she needs to go into a coma or something. She needs something to really snap her because she just is just ridiculous. And she just don't get the lesson. So, whatever. We'll see. All right, you guys. That's it for this episode. I'll talk to y'all later.